So we got a new car. We're working 2 jobs, grinding a lot lately. I got a second job at Walmart, working at Tesla full time. I saved up some money. I've been investing some money into stocks, and I got myself a new car. Take a guess what it is real quick before I flip the camera around. But today we're going to be doing some brakes on it, just the rotors and pads. The pedal's a little mushy. There were a couple hoses that run from the intake manifold to a hard line, and then to another regular line with the check valve that goes to the brake booster. So I went ahead and ordered the hose with the check valve in it and got a replacement for the one on the intake manifold side. So I'm picking that up from O'Reilly's today, Picking that up from O'Reilly's today. Get that on there. But yeah, go ahead and guess what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and flip the camera around. And it's a crystal blue Mazda Miata 2001 LS trim. It's an automatic. I haven't really told my girlfriend yet, but last night I was on a firm, broke as shit. I ain't got no money, right? So I went ahead and Ben's used Miata parts. Thankfully he has shop pay in a firm, and I was able to get a 5-speed manual transmission. And as far as everything else goes, I'll probably get it from Flying Miata. Clutch plate, flywheel, slave cylinder, clutch cylinder for firewall, steel hose braided line, red line fluid. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing brakes because these things are ridged and worn down. I don't even have a title registered yet. Tomorrow I'm gonna be getting that taken care of. Meet up with the guy at the DMV. He's got an appointment set to give me the title. I probably won't be able to register it for another 2 weeks. That's why I'm going ahead and getting all this maintenance. Mind the mess. Went and bought some clips for fender liner. You know, fix up some of these clip inserts. But I literally did the brake. I took the front brake off last night just to see what I was working with. It was easy. 4 lugs for the wheels, popped that off. Then I took the boot, took the not the bracket, but the caliper. God damn it, not the bracket for the caliper, but the caliper itself. I took that off. I got that tucked away here. That was easy, 2 bolts. It was a 14 and 15 on top, 14 on the bottom. And then, oh, that was onto here. Actually, I'm lying. It was, yeah. And then whenever I pulled these out, this one has like this rubber seal on it, but this one doesn't. So I don't know if it's supposed to or not. But yeah, and then these were, I believe, 14s for the bracket itself. Right? So bam, bam. One of these is a 15, one of these is a 14. I don't get why. Makes no sense to me. Maybe they broke it off and they had to get a replacement, and that's just the way it went. Dude said he did new upper control arms. They look new. They look good. He got new tie rod ends on here. Those are nice. He did the timing chain. He did valve cover gaskets, camshaft seals, water pump, alternator, spark plugs. He did all that in January of last year. I picked the car up for $2,900. Solid car. It's got things here and there. I can buff this out probably. I'm not gonna be able to fix this or any of that, but I can buff most of that out. Little bubbling here. Maybe we can wet sand it, see what the underneath of that looks like. See how far we have to go. We got little nick here, but like it's a 25-year-old car. It's not gonna be perfect, right? Drop top. LS trim, so it's got the Bose door speakers. Pretty decent shape interior. It's not horrible. It's 25 years old though, so it's nice. Dash isn't cracked. It's good. Steering wheel has a cover. Steering wheel's got the nice Nardi Torino steering wheel. Electric mirrors, electric windows. Yeah, it's pretty solid. So whenever the brakes get here, I will go ahead and I'll go ahead and show you guys how that process goes. I got the rear end I just jacked up this morning. I'm about to pop this wheel off and at least get it taken apart just so it's ready. I already got this one ready. And yeah. Alright, so talk it before the brakes get here. I'll just pop it off real quick, the wheel, and see what we think. I'll bring y'all in here to see what I'm talking about with the brakes real quick. Diabolical out here in the garage with no shoes, right? Right. And then you're gonna say something about I didn't know it was in the proper pattern, right? I already know it. Someone is. Alright, let's see what the rear is working with. The front wasn't bad. The rear could be different. I'm a little wet. I know there's a brake adjustment back here that I have to deal with. Let me bring y'all in here real quick. Bring y'all in here to look. We can look at this together. You know what? Let me get my trusty light under here. Hey, trusty look at that. So what we're working with back here in that back. Okay, that is definitely different. Are these just caps, or I don't know what this is. I think that's just a cap. This is solid metal. How the fuck? Okay. There's 1 and 2. 1, 2 is there. 1. Alright. And then, what are we looking at here? I'm trying to figure out what I'm looking at here. So I guess I'll just pop that off and slide this off, I'm assuming. I don't know, we'll see. Alright, we'll see real quick. I'm gonna put you guys underneath here. Let's see. Really quickly. 15 on the motherfucker, dude. This is not gonna be fun. 15 there. Okay. That's 15 all the way around back. They got 15, 14 on the front here. What the fuck? Someone broke something off. Don't you love that? I didn't even touch these with any type of PB or nothing. That just knocked right on loose. Damn, that sounds like a big delivery truck. Too bad it's not, right? So that's the bottom. Let's figure out how we're gonna get in here. We're gonna go from the top, I guess. Thankfully that one wasn't too tight. That popped loose easy. That's a terrible angle to fucking try and be at there. Sorry, excuse my French. This is... here we go. Fun is beginning, guys. The back pain is starting, and the hands are already cramping. So, Like, who am I to sit here and think I'm gonna do this? Mother. Nope. We're not gonna get like this already. We're just gonna use with the tools we have. Use our brain. You know, these fucking quarter turns. I need to buy an electric ratchet, boys. Electric ratchet. I don't know what this is gonna drop down when it drops down, so we'll find out together, right? Felt like the whole assembly shifted. And I can't see back there. Y'all gotta tell me what's holding it on, goddammit. What's holding it on? Oh my goodness, guys. We were riding on hopes and dreams there when we brought it home, huh? Let's see if we can find a spot to rest this without it hanging. I don't really like that spot, but whatever, right? This comes off. There's no screw or anything. They didn't have the castle nut there, so they fucking slipped. What did they do to the axle? Trying to understand this assembly here. So there is no grease. How do you unbolt? Okay, that's the brake adjustment on the rear, right? But I want to know, is this just one? You guys are getting dripped on down there. I don't get this. This is solid metal, so how do you grease the pin that's slip in and out of the caliper? This is just a dummy to tighten the adjustment, I'm pretty sure. So I'm not sure. Let me set you guys back over here. I don't even know where my phone's at, so probably have to cut this part short and we can get back to it later, but I had to figure out, yeah. I have to figure out how to get like a fucking 10 mil. It's either 10, 11, or 12. Trust the old 10. Alright, let's not lose this thing. Hopefully this one's about as loose as the other one, right? Because I already unbolted this. You piece of shit. Fuck you. My dumb ass. Alright? Yo, it's just my dumb ass, okay? So, we're just gonna go ahead and Undo everything we did. Damn. Oh yeah, this did go in front, didn't it? Sorry, I gotta put this back in there so I can actually have some tension. Let's put the second one back in there too, because this bitch is gonna be a bitch. Gonna be that much. There it goes. Now, I believe this is just dummy bolt for brake adjustment. Unless it's one bolt holding the caliper to the bracket. And that's just a slider on the top, because there's no way to unbolt that one on top, right? So that's gotta be what it is. Yeah. Okay. So now we got that bolt out that I thought was dummy bolt, but it's just a caliper piston bolt. But I can't get the caliper separated from the bracket, so I need to figure out what's up, how to get that top piston bolt out so I can get it separated from the bracket, so I can get it greased up and stuff. And then I need to figure out where the dummy bolt is. For right now, I need to let my phone charge, and we can get back to this video later. Alright, we ran into issues with the Miata, that's why I never came back. I mean, you guys never got to see him finish. I got that rear done, got the thing all adjusted, and then I went pressing the brake like an idiot without the front caliper hooked back up. So if you know, you know, but if you don't know, I pushed the whole entire piston out of the front caliper, brake fluid everywhere. Something that was supposed to be a simple pad and rotor job turned into a repair the caliper and bleed the brake system, which in turn I guess was fine, because the brake fluid looked like rust. It was really dark brown. That wasn't the only issue I ran into. After getting that fixed, spending 2 hours trying to get the boot back down in the caliper and getting the piston back in there, whatever. After getting that fixed, we get around to the front, and the slide pin on the top didn't want to come out. So that took like an hour of encouragement to get it out, hammering, jostling, pushing, pulling, twisting, turning. Also on the rear, before we finished that up, well, essentially I gave up, I didn't finish it up. The slide pin for the top is all seized in there. Couldn't get it out, so I just gave up on it after struggling for a minute. Finished up that, did that adjustment, and then I went to pressing the brake like a wise guy and blew that caliper out, repaired that, got the back right good, front left good, easy, front right not so easy, slide pin wanted to be a pain. Got it all on there, greased all the pads on the shims or lock, whatever you want to, they're not shims, they're whatever for the pads, right? Got all that greased up, and put the tires back on. Well, I bled the brakes first, and I did like 5 laps of bleeding. The brakes feel way better than when I purchased the vehicle, that's for sure. Just wish I didn't have to go through all the hassle I went through today. As you can see, I can barely keep my eyes open. I'm cooked. That Mazda Miata cooked me today. But that is my new car, and there will be more videos to come. Better ones too.